Wait, am I gonna end up with... I wonder if we're gonna get content ID'd for this. I wonder if it's actually gonna be the right tune as well. Because that is... I mean, I don't know the... I can't... I'm not very good at reading music. And I couldn't sing from music, but... Use the hammer on him.
Now listen well.
Return, return, return from whence you went. Return, return, return from whence you went.
Get back. Get back to where you once belonged.
Do you recognize this music?
Certainly, a little ditty by a quartet who failed to meet with any great success. Their coiffures, which I thought were just divine, were thought to be a little too avant-garde and didn't do well either.
It's literally the Beatles. Literally the Beatles. Oh
Do you know
dear.
the name of the quartet or that of the song?
The song is Return, and the group The Scarabs.
Oh dear. Like, but the thing is, so what they've done is they have just put in the music. They've just scanned in a piece of music that's Get Back. You couldn't have...
Return, the Scarabs. I thank you.
Return quickly.
No, leave me alone. You could have just... you couldn't have just, like... there's various bits of software where you can just type in bits of put them bits of music in. The sheet music. Like, how is it this hard? It's not. Right, scarabs. Scarabs. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Like, I don't know what the scarabs would be, or where they would be. Oh, scarab!
There's a piece of stucco, darkened with shoe polish, with a message inside.
If you've been quick, outside it's night, but the sun is the museum's hidden light. It has a full court and it invites you to dance, but remember to count too. Give the key a turn, get the music to swing, look at them around their astral king. Count the turns as they go past, as they follow their path, you must be fast. Add them all, but Arsene says that the little white one turns 2 ways. Then take the blue planet on which we fly, square its rotations, and by 2 you multiply. Take the product of both numbers, you now have the one to which 1,000 you must add. If you have got it and know what to do, then it's time to go.
Something that resembles the description given in the poem.
Yes, we need something like... Is it an astrolabe? I think that's what it's called. Though I might be incorrect. So we've got the scarabs. I'm wondering what they'd be. What their names would be. Well, of course, I mean, Ringo would probably actually use his real name. Richard Starsky. Because he changed it because he wore a lot of rings, and B, what was the other one? He used well, his name was a bit Russian, so
I must count the number of turns executed by each of the planets and make the calculation based on Lupin's poem. Such an imagination.
Right, so we want the white one and the blue one. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I assume. Oh, if I just did the full one, would that do anything particularly weird? Or would that just so if I did that, or would this just kind of mean that he can't count all of them at once? Yeah, you can't count all of them at once. It depends what it means by the white one, of course. Give the key a turn, get the music to swing, look them around their astral king. Count the turns as they go past, as they follow their path, you must be fast. Add them all. Okay, so we're going to have to go through all of them in a moment. We'll let them all go then. And then it's a matter of tallying them all up. It's going to be up 5 or 4, isn't it? Mars will presumably be slower. But they're all in whole numbers, which is a little... I'm surprised that Mars goes around the same speed as the Earth. Faster, you say? Oh well. This is probably going to be 2. This is Saturn, is it not? Jupiter? No. Of course. And then, of course, Saturn will only go around once. Because there's no point in having it go around at a different pace, other than have the slowest one complete at least one revolution. But of course, you're going to have to try and find out the best way to kind of line it all up so that it all works out. Right. What do we need to do? Add them all. The little one turns 2 ways. The little white one, which I assume is the moon, turns 2 ways. So that means that we're going to add 6, 5, 3, 13 twice, 4, 2, and then 1. That gives us 11, 14, 17, 20, 27. That gives 47 as a total. Then take the blue planet on which we fly, which was 3, square its rotations, 9, and multiply by 2, goes to 18. Take the product of both numbers, 18 and 47, and you add that to 1,000. So that's 94 times 9, 6 carrying the 3, 846. So it's 1,846 is what we get from that. Yes, I think that makes sense. Because the little white one turns 2 ways. So it might be that it might also be that it's referring to Mercury, which is kind of white, in which case we have to subtract 7 from our total. But I think this one's right. In we go. 1846. No, 1846. Do it this way, and then I know I've got it right. 46.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Okay, so we subtract 7, which means it's 1839.
I must have made a mistake.
What?
Time to think.
How? How? Where did I go wrong? Count stones they go past. Yes, add them all. But Arsene says that the little white one turns 2 ways. 2 ways. So, but it's that unless it's 1843. No. Because we've got 1839. We want to take 1836. Maybe it's that way. No. Because I have to take off 16 from, so it's 1830. Might be potential.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Like, I don't know what you're asking me to do, but I know I've got it wrong. Then take the blue planet on which we fly, which was 3, square its rotations, that's 9, and multiply by 2, that's 18. Take the product of both numbers, and then you have to add 1,000 to that total. So 18 by... That's why I'm going wrong. So, the possibilities are 1846, which you know is wrong. That's 18 times 47. However, I was doing it wrong. I was subtracting from the total. I need to not do that. If it's not the moon, if it's Mercury that we are meant to double, then we lose 7. So that means it's 40. 40 times 18 equals 720. So we get 1720. 20.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Unless it is that 3 business, in which case we get 37 times 18, which is 74 times 9. 6, carry the 3 again. 6. So that gets 1666. The Great Fire of London.
Here's what I've been looking for.
No! 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 Oh no! No! Don't want you in this game. I saw what happened to Pike. Right, let's do this, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we need section 12, which is down here, isn't it? No, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's this one.
No book, but Lupin has left me a message. The last, undoubtedly.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Saved us there. Dear Mr. Holmes, enough of enigmas and Alexandria. If you're reading this, it's because I've carried off my 3rd victory. The next, I have to admit, between the two of us is certainly the most perilous. There is something in this world that money can't buy. In its name, millions of men have died sword in hand and a smile on their lips. Illustrious conquerors and mighty armies have attempted in vain to take what I am preparing to steal. Only one person in the world can cause me to fail, and, despite the two of us, this person may just be my most precious ally as well. I am priming a battle on a field that I've studied 1,000,000 times, but is completely unknown at the same time. But I digress and must be testing your patience. Not far from where you are, there is a man who is whistling or humming. If you ask him who is the person dearest in the world to him, he will balk at answering, but will eventually show you a portrait. I would ask you to carefully observe this portrait, because, soon enough, this face will disappear. Forever. Right. Will it be the music fellow over here? It may not be. But I assume he's the musically one.
Pardon me, but I wanted to ask you a question that is somewhat delicate.
Anything you'd like, pet.
I want to know who is the person who means the most to you.
It's you, my one and only you.
Listen well. I'm working on the case at hand. If you do not cooperate immediately, I will advise your superiors in the most detrimental terms possible of your antagonism. Is that true?
Well. What do you want, anyway? I've done all I could to help you. What does the question mean, anyway?
I've been told that you keep a portrait of someone who's very important to you.
Oh, that. It made the workmen laugh when I showed it to them. But, you know, she means a lot to them, too.
How is that possible? They know her also?
What a question. Of course they do. And you too, for that matter. She must certainly be one of the people who means most to you, isn't she?
How would I know?
You're English like me. And isn't every Englishman happy and proud when he sees that noble face?
Just tell me. Oh, Queen Victoria. Okay. Thought that would probably be the case.
Why, it's Queen Victoria.
How do you steal Queen Victoria's face? How does that even make any sense? What? I don't know what's going on.
There, Holmes. I've told you everything. You are correct. Someone on the inside did help Lupin enter the museum. And I must shamefully confess that it could only have been me. That rogue, under the guise of a journalist, played me, and I was blind to it all. He even left me his card the first time we met. Here, look. Maybe there's a clue.
Piers Urquhart Allen, independent journalist. Okay, I'm going to have to... Because I'm sure this is going to have Arsene Lupin in it, but then it's going to have some spare letters, obviously. Urquhart Allen. So, Arsene... This must be riveting to watch me just... Which leaves me with an R, a Q, a U, an H, an R, and a T. TH, maybe? Oh, I don't know. But there is an Arsène Lupin. I wonder if he has a middle name in the stories. Arsène Lupin.
It's a shame that you didn't show me this card earlier, my dear Watson. Our adversary is both talented and bold, more than any other criminal mastermind we have ever fought, with one exception, and he has fooled us yet again. This adventure, however, has forced him to discover something. We have the lead, and he has had to improvise. In addition, he inevitably must have had a retreat somewhere in the vicinity to be able to observe us and to hound your footsteps. He's ingenious and has certainly left the location already, but he may, in his haste, have left some small clues behind.
But we have no idea where his hideout could have been. The only place we might receive any information is the Golden Lion. But nobody there will say anything to you or me.
Indeed, the Golden Lion is a hostile spot, unless you use the same weapons as your adversary.
Going in disguise! Sherlock. Detectives in disguise.
Now, Watson, disguised thusly, will I do justice to the clientele of the Golden Lion?
Tremendous, Holmes. But what am I to do?
Out of the two of us, you are the wordsmith. I'll need you to write a letter, send a copy to Lestrade, addressed to the Prime Minister in order to have an interview with this person.
You are not serious, Holmes.
It can't be more obvious. This must be the target of Lupin's next crime.
I must lay down for a moment.
I am counting on you, Watson. See you soon.
Is he literally planning on stealing Queen Victoria? These are important questions. And that's not theft, that's kidnapping. And it's... I'm assuming that... I mean, maybe the Urquhart is nonsense. But it might just be something they added just so you don't go... So they're not limited. They added a few extra letters, but I still don't like it. Why can't this go back? Right, let's push on a little bit more. Let's try and find out what we've done and what we can in the Golden Lion.
No one in the street. Even better. Watson thought my disguise was successful, but I'll have to ensure it works on a tougher audience before I enter the Golden Lion.
Before? Hello.
No, I have nothing to ask him. There, Sergeant Ruffles. He'll be an excellent subject.
You're right.
Hello, me old China.
Hey, over here, you. When someone with a face like yours says hello to an officer, there's something happening, isn't there?
Ain't now going on, copper.
I don't recognise you. You aren't from hereabouts, are you? You from Bloomsbury by chance?
I ain't.
I think you are. I'd even say that you had a hand in the robbery at Sir Herman Grimble's house last night. We've been informed that the leader of the gang had taken refuge in the area, and now you're passing by to recover your share of the take, right?
Tain't so, copper. Last night wasn't me aunt feeling a little dicky. I had to fetch 20 pounds of coal in the wee hours of the night, all on account of her feet being cold, and the coalman didn't have a bag.
Enough already. You'll have to watch over your shoulder, because I've got my eye on you.
Succeeded with flying colours.
Yes, you actually used an accent this time. I remember Case of the Silver Ring where you turn up and you're brilliant English. Yes. Not at all what you sounded like, but whatever.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
This ain't lost and found. Have a drink or get lost. Got it?
He owes me money.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Shh. I'm a secret wall with ears. Shh.
Of course you are.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Scram, you drunkard.
This is interesting, but absolutely useless for the moment.
Hello, my dear. Seems like I'm talking to you again.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper?
Gov!
Piers, his name is.
Hey, big fella. One of your friends?
You know, he told me if I had the skinny, he'd be sure to line my pocket. It just
Me
so
pocket.
happens I've got something he'd kill to know.
Tell me about it. A gent, your pal? I think he's dossed up with some chap at the Mrs. Fleming's on Malcolm Street. A door with flowers on both sides. He must have a room on the first floor. Hey, when he greases your hand, come pay me a visit. We'll have a few pints, and after that...
Ta, lassie, I'll think about it.
So, yeah, I like the fact that we've still not actually reclaimed Holmes's belongings. That Watson relieved. Right, which is Malcolm Street? Are we on Malcolm Street? I don't think so. Is this Malcolm Street? Must be a sign somewhere. Oh, this is Glentworth Street. Oh, where's Malcolm Street? Is it further down? No, it's not further down there. This must be Malcolm Street then. Oh, flowers either side of the door. Or not. They're flowers. Ah, and that's Baker Street, obviously. Oh, flowers either side of the door. but I can't get in. Right. How far can I go this way?
I have no reason to go there.
Right, of course you haven't. I know, because I assume it's this way. Eh.